Truman Burbank is the unwitting star of one of the most famous television shows in history. The catch? He has no idea he's the star. Chosen at birth and legally adopted by a television network following an unwanted pregnancy, Truman becomes the centerpiece of The Truman Show, a 24/7 reality television program broadcast worldwide through approximately 5,000 hidden cameras. A completely fabricated world has been built for him inside a massive enclosure in Hollywood, designed to resemble a picturesque small town called Sea Haven. Everything Truman knows, his family, friends, and colleagues, are merely actors, and the town itself is an elaborate TV set. The cast and crew ensure he remains unaware of the truth, while the show generates revenue through cleverly disguised product placements. Sea Haven Island exists within an enormous soundstage, where Christof, the show's creator and executive producer, controls nearly every aspect of Truman's life, including the weather. To keep him from leaving, Christof orchestrates various manipulations, such as staging the tragic death of Truman's father in a boating accident to instill a deep-seated fear of water. Additionally, cast members reinforce Truman's fears by constantly highlighting the dangers of travel and the comfort of staying in Sea Haven. Despite the producer's intent for Truman to fall in love with and marry an actress named Meryl, he instead develops feelings for Lauren, an extra on the show. Sympathetic to Truman's plight, Lauren attempts to reveal the truth but is forcibly removed from the set before she can fully explain. Truman ultimately marries Meryl, though their relationship is forced and devoid of genuine passion. He secretly dreams of a life with Sylvia and longs to travel to Fiji, where he was told she had moved. Meanwhile, in the real world, Sylvia joins Free Truman, an activist group demanding his release. On day 10,909, Truman's world begins to unravel. While preparing for work, a mysterious object falls from the sky near his car. It appears to be a stage light. Meryl and his best friend Marlon play key roles in keeping Truman confined to Sea Haven. Meryl constantly reminds him of financial obligations such as their mortgage and car payments, in an effort to discourage his travel dreams. The following day, Truman spots a homeless man who bears a striking resemblance to his supposedly deceased father. Before Truman can reach him, a flurry of obstacles intervenes and the man is quickly whisked away. That night, in his basement, Truman dreams of Lauren, the woman he fell for in college but was abruptly separated from when Meryl appeared in his life. Realizing that everything in his world seems to revolve around him, he begins to question reality and turns to those he trusts most to uncover the truth. A month later, Truman crosses paths with Lauren again, now revealed to be Sylvia. Though hesitant at first, she reluctantly agrees to talk to him. However, before she can reveal the full truth, she is forcibly taken away by strangers. The next day, Truman begins noticing even more bizarre occurrences, including a set hidden inside an elevator. Determined to escape, he picks up Marlon and attempts to leave Sea Haven. When he tries booking a flight to Fiji, he is told there are no available flights for at least a month. His attempt to take a bus to Chicago also fails when the bus conveniently breaks down before departure. Resorting to driving out of town, Truman encounters a perfectly timed traffic jam. However, when he pretends to give up and return home, the congestion magically clears, allowing him to proceed. As he reaches the town's only bridge, his fear of water forces him to make Meryl drive. Just when he thinks he's about to escape, a staged nuclear power plant leak blocks his path, leading to his capture and return home. That night, Truman confronts Meryl about their marriage, demanding honesty. Panicked, Meryl desperately tries to shift the focus by performing an out-of-place product placement, pushing Truman to his breaking point. He grabs a knife and threatens her, prompting her to break character and call for help before being removed from the show entirely. To calm Truman, his mother arrives and insists that the homeless man he saw was indeed his father, claiming he had developed amnesia after the supposed boating accident. In reality, Christof, the mastermind behind The Truman Show, orchestrated the reunion in an attempt to pacify Truman's growing suspicions. The ratings soar and Truman appears to return to his normal routine. At work, he is introduced to Vivian, Christof's planned replacement for Meryl. During a televised interview, Christof justifies Truman's father's death as a necessary measure to prevent Truman's desire to explore the world. Sylvia, watching from the real world, calls into the program to confront him. Christof insists that Truman is free to leave whenever he wishes, arguing that he stays because he enjoys his life in Sea Haven. One night, Christoph notices Truman behaving strangely, sleeping in his basement instead of his bed. Sensing something is amiss, he sends Marlon to check on him, only to discover that Truman has vanished through a makeshift tunnel. For the first time in the show's history, the broadcast is suspended, causing an unprecedented surge in viewership. The production team scrambles to find him, turning Sea Haven's artificial sun to full brightness in the middle of the night to assist in their search. Truman is soon discovered sailing across the open water in a desperate attempt to escape. Christoph, unwilling to let his star go, uses the show's weather controls to create a violent storm, nearly drowning Truman. However, when Truman refuses to give up, Christoph finally relents and halts the storm. Truman presses forward until his boat abruptly crashes into the painted sky, the very edge of the artificial world. Finding a stairway leading to an exit door, he begins to walk through when a booming voice echoes from above. Christoph, addressing him as both a father figure and a godlike presence, finally reveals the truth. Truman's entire life has been a scripted television show. He tries to convince Truman that he belongs in Sea Haven and that the outside world is full of uncertainties and fear. Truman silently contemplates before gazing upward with a smile. Then, in his signature farewell, he declares, "In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." With a bow, he steps through the exit and into the unknown. Around the world, audiences celebrate his escape, while Sylvia rushes out to meet him. The broadcast ends with a lingering shot of the open exit door, leaving Christoph devastated. As the program goes off-air, viewers, unfazed, casually begin searching for something else to watch. Subscribe to our channel. It will motivate us to bring more movie recaps for you.